moment, because I'm freezing, but we'll warm up quickly. Oh, Verity, grab a ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it for the entire, start by hugging the tree, lace the fingers, inhale. On the exhale, around the spine, press belly button back, use the crown of the head forward, melt the chest forward. On the inhale, reach the arms up, chest is open. Exhale, just and relax. Separate the shoulders. Stay here. Walk your arms, let them hang. Just round it up. Spine, shoulders down. Shoulders. Shoulder release.
They look easier for you, Leslie. You know, when we first started, let's go the other way. We first started doing them, it was like, oh, that's crunch, crunch, crunch. And it feels better now. How about you, Veronique? Do you get the crunching in there? And we'll drop the arms down. Let's see, let's bring one arm overhead. We're gonna reach up, pulse, 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 and then back. So we reach up and over, pulse, 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 and we come back up. We'll go the other side. So inhale here, pulse, 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 and we come on. Inhale, pulse, pulse, pulse. I like this one. I feel like I get a good lateral stretch here. Pulse, 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 and we come back to center. Do you like that one? Does that feel good on the sides? Yeah. Let's bring the legs out. We'll do the hip circles, a little turned out, hands on the hips. We inhale, we press them forward, wiggle to the side. We're making a giant circle as we come around and exhale. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. One more in this direction. We'll go the other way. Two more. And we'll come back to center. We'll bring the feet hip width parallel again. I'm standing on this funny spot that's lifted up. All right, we're gonna roll down. We'll do a standing roll down. We'll do two. Here we go. Let's first take a nice deep breath in. Pelvic floor is lifted. Abs are in and up right away, right here. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale. And we put the chin to chest on the exhale. We round it down, rolling into ourselves, letting that spine round down, articulating each vertebra, opening through each vertebra. Fingertips touch the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, let's round it back up. Immediately, abs draw in and up, pelvic floor lifts. Arms are heavy, head is heavy. We stack the spine until the head floats up at the last minute. We'll do another one. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Feel that space in the vertebrae as we round down. Again, think about this is that same movement we do with roll up. Reaching the fingertips down toward the mat. Well, let's stay here this time and bend the knees more so we can place the palms of the hands on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs as much as you can for hamstring stretch. Inhale and bend. Exhale and straighten. Inhale and bend. Exhale and straighten. Inhale and bend. And on this exhale, let's round it up. Keeping those shoulders down away from the ears. Spine started, we'll come to the front of the mat. I will take my shoes off, eventually. Eventually I'll take them off. So let's stack the forearms, place one foot back, and slowly and with control, we will sit down. You can reach the arms forward if that helps. It's harder to do when you have shoes on. Okay, sit up tall on those sit bones. Grab the ball, put it between the knees. So this ball between the knees, we're gonna squeeze it between the knees, and what that's gonna do is stabilize the pelvis. So it's really gonna help to keep the pelvis in line. All right, so squeezing. It's also we're gonna get an inner thigh workout as well. People at home, you don't have one, it's okay. All these exercises can be done without the ball. If you do have something you can use, please join in and use one. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna put the hands out. We're gonna round from the base of the spine all the way down, one vertebra at a time. We're squeezing that ball all the way down. So that's helping to get the transverse abdominis engaged. That's the word I wasn't coming to me. So squeeze that ball all the way down until the shoulders, the neck, and the head are down on the mat. You can bring the heels in a little bit closer, arms to the ceiling. So the knees are bent, the feet are flat. We're gonna leave them there. We're gonna just do a crunch here. So we inhale at the bottom. On the exhale, the head and shoulders lift. Squeeze the ball and reach the fingertips forward. Inhale, arms come up to the ceiling again, squeeze the ball. Exhale, we come up, we reach the fingertips forward. Belly button down into spine. Inhale back. Exhale up. You see how that ball keeps everything stable?
Oh, yeah.
Inhale back. Exhale up, squeeze. We'll do one more like this. Inhale back. Now we're gonna add, on the next one, we're gonna add the tabletop legs to it. So inhale back, arms to ceiling. This time, as we come up, we have tabletop legs. Exhale. We come up, reach fingertips forward. Inhale, tap the toes lightly, just kiss the mat. Exhale up. Squeeze that ball. Inhale, tap. Keep squeezing. Exhale up. Inhale, tap. My inner thighs are on fire. Exhale up. Inhale, tap. Exhale up. I'm sweating already. Inhale, tap. Last one here. Exhale up. Hold. Hold. Squeeze. 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 And then bring feet down. Head down. Right?
One makes quite a difference.
All right. Yeah, my abs are on fire. My thighs are on fire. It's amazing what this ball. I think we're all out of ball shape. Is the problem here. We haven't been using it. Okay, we're going to continue with the ball and the toe taps, but we're going to put the hands behind the head, the base of the spine, head and shoulders lift. Let's start with the legs and tabletop. We're going to squeeze. So what we do here is opposite elbow, we're doing obliques, opposite elbow to opposite knee, like this. We just reach over. Then, as we come back to center, the toes tap down. And then as we come up, we go to the other side, squeeze the ball and rotate, and we tap. And we're rotating, remember, from the waist. Try not to rotate from the neck. And we tap down and rotate. Really use those obliques. And tap. And rotate, squeeze the ball. And tap. And rotate. And tap. And rotate. And tap. Couple more. And rotate. And tap. One more each side. Tap. And last one here. And tap. Bring the feet down. Bring the head down. Take a breath. Okay, I'm going to take this sweatshirt off now. While I'm doing that, we're going to take a few breaths. We're going to go into roll up and we're going to use the ball between the ankles. So we're going to try to do this one with the straight legs, flexed feet. And the key here is, again, we're squeezing that ball. So instead of, what we usually do is press down on the mat as we come up, we're gonna squeeze into the ball. And that's gonna help us stabilize as we come up. So we're all up here, so let's round it down. Squeeze the ball, even as you come down. Halfway, all the way. When you get all the way down, arms go back to the ears. Keep the ribs in. Exhale now, chin to chest. Low back presses down, squeeze that ball in, reach the arms forward, reach the arms forward. We're rounding forward like we did on the standing roll down. Reach them forward. Heels are reaching forward, we're squeezing the ball. Now press belly button back into spine as the fingertips and the crown of the head reach forward. Hips are reaching back. Oppositional push-pull here. Now shoulders come away from ears, let's round it down. And we melt through the breastbone. And one vertebra at a time, we come down, squeeze that ball. Inhale, the arms go back. Exhale, we come up again. Chin to chest, articulating the spine, one vertebra at a time, rounding forward. The ceiling has come down. We're very low here. We don't sit up. We reach it forward. Now the fingertips are continuing to reach. We press back through the belly button, reaching out the crown of the head. Squeeze the ball right now. And now, as you continue to squeeze, we start to round down. We have one more, and we'll stay at the top. Inhale, arms back. And exhale up. I'm squeezing the ball. I'm reaching forward. Last time here, pressing belly button back into spine, reaching fingertips forward, reaching heels forward. And now I'm going to drop my arms, stack the spine, sit up tall. Relax for a sec. Grab the ball with your hands, and we'll bend the knees. We're going to do Russian twists, so we're going to just squeeze the ball here. All right, so we're going to come about halfway down. So again, we start to round down from the base of the spine, about halfway down. Now, engage your abs. So press that belly button back into spine and relax these guys. The quads, the upper thighs there, they tend to like to grab. Relax them. And we're just going to rotate the waist and center and rotate and center. So I want you to think about relaxing those thighs if they are grabbing. And over and back and over and back. Keep the pelvis tucked under here and back. That will keep the transverse abdominis engaged and over and back. So I've got a nice C curve in my low back, my lumbar spine. Over and back. Let's add a leg. We lift the leg of the rotated side and tap. We lift and tap. We lift and tap. Lift and tap. One more each side. Lift. We're really working the obliques today, aren't we? And lift and tap. Hold it here. Drop the ball. Let's do this. Let's straighten the left leg, bring the right leg in, and we're going to slowly, with control, actually, I think I'm going to try it with the hand under the thigh here. And we're going to push the thigh into the hand into the thigh, and use that to control the movement down. When you get to the bottom, lift the bottom leg up about 6 inches so we're ready for single leg stretch. Let's pull that knee in. Reach that leg long, and we're going to switch them. So we switch and pull that knee in. So it's all about pulling in and reaching the other long. We've got that opposition going. And reach, and reach, and reach, and reach, reach, reach. Now let's flex the feet. Press the heel, and press, and press, and press, 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 and 7 and 8. Both knees come in. Take the ball, The ball can either go behind the head to give your neck a rest. For double leg stretch, everything goes out and in. The other way we can do this one, if you want to try, is the ball is on the thighs, or no ball at all for home people. If the ball's on the thighs, we press into the ball. In either case, we start with knees into chest. Yep, just press into the ball of your knee. Just press into the transverse abdominis. Engage. Here we go. We inhale, we reach it out. We exhale, we press it in. Shh. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale in. Shh. Inhale out. Shh. And out. Shh. And reach. Shh. And reach. 2 more. Out. Shh. Last one. Bring the head down, give that neck a rest. If needed, you can bring the feet down. Actually, if you want, you can hug the knees and rock them side to side. We're going to do lower and lift next with the ball between the ankles, and we'll flex the feet. So put that ball between your ankles, bring the legs straight to the ceiling, flex the feet, hands behind the head, right at the base of the skull, and head and shoulders lift, looking through the thighs. Low back is on the mat. It's going to stay there. Squeeze the ball. Here we go. We inhale to lower. Squeeze. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Squeeze. Exhale. Inhale. Squeeze it here. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And last one. Shh. And then bend the knees. Hold the ball in the hand. Bring the legs down. Take a breath here. The next one we're going to do is scissors, but we're going to do it holding the ball. So we're not going to, our usual scissors is we pull the leg towards us, straight leg stretch to get the hamstrings. We're not going to do that this time. This is going to be an ab burn to continue the ab burn. So let's bring the legs straight to the ceiling first, both of them. Head and shoulders are going to lift. I still have the ball in one hand. I'm going to lower, I don't know, the left leg, I guess. And I'm just going to bring the ball in between the two and switch hands. And then switch legs, and the ball goes the other way. Yep. So we switch, and switch, and switch. So people at home, you don't really need the ball, or you can pretend with a fake ball. This is just all about a scissor without pulling the leg. Reach the crown of the head up. The upper abs are doing a lot of work here. The low back is pressing down on the mat. Gaze is right between the thighs and back. And reach. And reach. And reach. And reach. Keep going. We got 4. And 3. 2. Last 1. Bring the knees in, flex the feet, put the ball down. Take a breath and rock. Right? Mm-hmm. Amping it up here. Yeah. Woo! And I am not cold.
Nope.
I'm not cold. People at home, it's 55 degrees in here. But well, we are not cold.
Yeah. It's just right.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is a TikTok to what's it called? Corkscrew. Just a modified corkscrew. So we're going to do it with bent knees. Bring the arms down by your sides. We do not need the ball for this set, so just put it aside. Arms long and maybe about mat width. We're going to, you can do this with straight legs, but we're going to have a bent leg, just so our lever is a little bit shorter. We're not in tabletop. We just have a bent leg. From here, we're going to tilt the legs to the right, lifting the left hip, but keeping the left shoulder on the mat. We tilt. Then we exhale, we bring it back to center. That's a half a TikTok. We go the other way. Inhale down. Only go as far as you can go, is that when you exhale, you can control it back up. Inhale down.
But shoulders need to stay on that, right?
Yes, yes, and so that will somewhat control how far you go, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Inhale down, but that hip can come up, because you want to keep the feet glued together. And back. Inhale, tilt. And back. And last one like this to the left. Exhale, up. Okay, now we're going to do a reverse curl while we're still in this position. So we're going to press, this is really important now that we press the triceps and the shoulders and the hands, everything, pressing down into the mat. So let's do this first. Take the shoulders and round them forward. Now they're off the mat. Now round them back and press them down into the mat. And that's what you need. You need everything pressing down. And we're going to inhale at the bottom. On the exhale, we lift the hips just 2 inches and press it down. Inhale first. Exhale, press. With control. Inhale first. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale first. And 1 more. And that gets us ready for roll over. So bend the knees, take a little rest. We're going to do roll over next. Roll over may be done with the ball underneath the hips, underneath the sacrum. So Veronique, I'm not sure if you have, I haven't watched you do rollover. I'm just going to do one for you. So what happens here, similarly with reverse curl, you can have bent knees if you want, or you can have them straight, whatever feels better. We press up and over this time, then we straighten. We separate, flex, and then the tailbone leads as we come down. Now sometimes I have people who can't quite get their hips up high enough to roll all the way over. We point and we come here. So you can put the ball under your sacrum. I will demonstrate that. And then that lifts up your hips and gives you just a little head start on lifting up and over. So from here, you do the same movement, but you're already halfway there. You come down, and you just kind of guide that ball as you come back. So if you don't need it, don't use it. People at home, if you don't have a ball, no worries, because if you can do it, you don't need the ball anyway. So I'm going to do it without the ball. It's more challenging without the ball, but I like to have the ball there so that everybody can do the rollover. So straight legs to the ceiling or slightly bent. Again, the shoulders are pressing down, the collarbone, the chest open, pressing into the triceps. Here we go. We inhale first. We exhale. We press up and over. Straighten the legs. Separate them to shoulder width. Flex the feet. Now, as you round down, you're pressing into the triceps, and you're reaching the tailbone long toward the front of the room. What's in front of you, actually. One vertebra at a time until your pelvis is back on the mat. You point the toes, the legs come together. Let's do about 3 more of those. We inhale first. On the exhale, we press up and over. You're looking straight up at the ceiling. Your neck needs to be nice and long and in line with your spine. Tailbone reaching forward, pressing into those triceps. Point the toes, legs come together. We've got 2 more. Inhale first. Exhale, press up and over. Separate, flex, and the tailbone reaches forward. We got 1 more to go. Point the toes. Bring the legs together, and last one. Press up and over. Separate the legs, flex the feet, press down into those shoulder blades and triceps. Tailbone reaching forward. And then point the toes. Legs come together, bend the knees, rock side to side. And that's roll over. We're going to put the hands behind the thighs. And let's do this. Instead of just rocking up, let's with control roll up. So inhale at the bottom. On the exhale, the chin comes to chest. Press hands into thighs, thighs into hands. And let the weight of the body bring you up as well as using the abs. And once we're up, we'll bring the feet back down, and we're gonna go right into all fours. So we're gonna use the ball for the all fours. Put it nearby. We'll start with a cat-cow where we don't need the ball. How we doing? Good, okay. So make sure those wrists are right under shoulders. Knees are right under hips. We inhale, tip the tailbone, the chest, and the forehead up toward the ceiling. Arch the back. On the exhale, press belly button into spine. Round the spine. Shoulders can separate. Inhale and arch. Exhale and round. Inhale and arch. Exhale and round. Last one here. Back to neutral spine, gaze is right down at your fingertips. Grab the ball. Put the ball under one of your knees. I'm going to do the one closest to you. Yeah, so why don't you guys do the one closest to me? That'll become clear in a moment why. Because we're going to turn to the side, and I want you facing me and not the back of the room. So from here, point the toe, squeeze the ball. So we're really going to activate the hamstrings here. The first exercise is a rainbow. So lift the leg up off the mat. We're going to do an arch, a rainbow arch, over, cross the midline, and then back. And we reach up and over and cross. And back, keep squeezing the ball. Reach over and cross. And back. We come over and cross. And back. And one more. Keep squeezing the ball. And back. Bring the knee in again. It's lifted about 1 inch. We're going to reach the kneecap back and up. But it's really about length more than height. And squeeze. And then bring it down back in. Reach it back and squeeze. Feel that hamstring engage and in. And out. Squeeze. And in. And bring it out. Squeeze. We got one more. Reach it out. And bring it in. Let's try this. Keep that knee lifted 1 inch. Lift the opposite arm off the mat. Find your balance. Squeeze the ball. We're going to try this again. Reach that knee back. Squeeze. This time, hand taps knee. Reach everything out, lengthening. Hand taps knee. Come in. Let's do 2 more. Reach it out. And in. And last one, reach it out. And in. Yes, and that does happen. The ball goes flying. And then just bring that knee down. Tuck the toe. And just press back to lengthen that calf and those feet from all that pointing. Okay. From here, I want to do 4 small push-ups. So let's get ready for those. Let's do it with that same ball leg lifted. So lift the knee up 1 inch and then bring the leg back. Point the toe, squeeze the ball. The elbows are in close. They're going to graze the ribs. And we're going to pitch forward. Shoulders go forward of the wrists. For 1. Press up into the index finger and thumb. Inhale down. That's 2. We're only going to do 4. And we reach forward. And that's 3. And 1 more. Press down. And up. And that's 4. Nice job. From here, we have, I think, 1 more. Oh, yeah. Okay, this one's fun. You'll like this one. The opposite, come down to the opposite forearm. I still have that ball leg lifted. I'm gonna bring it actually up to hydrant. Yes, so this is a comfortable, fairly comfortable position. It's better than here. So, yeah. Okay, so knee to elbow. And then reach it back, open the hip. Squeeze the ball. We come in. We reach it back, we squeeze the ball. Don't let that ball go. We bring it in. We squeeze it back. We bring it in. And squeeze it back. And bring it in. And squeeze it back. And bring it in. And squeeze it back. Now really squeeze, 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 squeeze. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down in. Remove that ball. Let's sit back on the heels. Did you feel your hamstring?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little bit? Woo! I did. All right. All right, we're going to do the other side. I'll switch over to this way. Okay. So ball goes behind the other. Like, I decided I'm not going to do the side stuff. I did a little more of this stuff, so we won't do the side ones. It was just a hydrant anyway. Okay, so the ball is behind the knee. I'm going to point the toe. I'm going to squeeze the ball. Lift that knee 1 inch. We're going to do the rainbow arches, half moons. Here we go. We lift up and over, cross the midline, and we come back for 6. Cross. And 5. Cross. And 4. Cross. And 3. Over. 2. Over. And 1. Bring that knee back in. It's still hovering 1 inch. We reach the kneecap back, squeeze the ball, open that hip, and it comes down back in. And we reach it back, squeeze the ball, and in. I'm also feeling this in my glute as I squeeze and reach that kneecap back. That's 3. We reach it back. That's 4. 2 more. Out. That's 5. Last one here. That's 6. Find your balance. You still got that knee hovering 1 inch off the mat. Reach the opposite arm out. Squeeze the ball. We reach the knee back. Squeeze the ball. And we tap the knee to hand. Lengthen as we go out. And we tap. Lengthen as we go out. Make sure that wrist is right under shoulder. I just corrected mine. And tap. We reach out, squeeze. And tap, and 1 more. Reach out, squeeze. And tap. Bring that hand down. Bring the knee down. Take a breath. We're going to come down onto that forearm of the opposite side. And then the knee comes up to hydrant. So it's coming out straight to the side. Yeah, straight to the side. And then the knee comes to the elbow. We bring it in. And then we slide along a table. And we open the hip and we squeeze. We slide along the table. We come in. And we reach back. Yeah, good, Leslie. And we come in. And we reach back. And we come in. And we reach back. Let's do 2 more. In. And back. We're going to hold the last one. And back. Hold it here. We're going to squeeze for 8. 8. 7. Pulse 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring it in. And down. Let's remove the ball. Tuck the toes. And you can take a child's pose or a half child's pose. I'm going to leave my toes tucked, reach my fingertips long. And I'm gonna press my forehead down into the mat. There's a lot of work on the abs and the back body. And we'll continue with the back body by coming all the way down, face down on the mat for the swan. We don't need the ball just yet for this one because we're just gonna press up. So arms in goal post, legs are hip width or a little bit wider if you like. Tip of the nose on the mat. We're gonna inhale and press the chest up. Push the mat away, reach the toes back, reach through the crown of the head. Make sure shoulders are down away from ears, and the kneecaps are lifted. And feel a stretch through the front of the hips. Let's inhale at the top. On the exhale, pull the mat toward you, and feel the length in the vertebra. As you come back down one at a time, until the tip of the nose is back on the mat, the kneecaps are still lifted. Inhale. And press it up, push the mat away. Reach to the crown of the head, very tall. Inhale here, exhale, pull it toward. We'll do one more. Inhale, press up. Exhale, bring it down. And rest here. Take the ball, bend the knees, put the ball between the ankles. And, I don't know, let's flex the feet. We've done a lot of pointing, so we'll flex the feet. So the ball can be between the ankles, between the feet, so it doesn't go anywhere. Tip of the nose on the mat. What we're gonna do is on the inhale, lift chest, arms, and legs off the mat. We're in that skydiver position, gaze is straight down. Here's the fun part. Extend the legs and the arms out. Squeeze the ball. Bring it back in. Lift the chest. Reach it out. Pelvic floor is engaged. Squeeze the ball. Bring it back in. Two more. Reach it out. Last one here. Engaging the whole back body. Squeeze the ball. Squeeze. And bring it down and rest.
Oh, this is
Right?
yeah.
Whew, man. Those get me every time. Okay. Straighten the legs. Squeeze the ball again. This one will probably feel like a cakewalk compared to that one. So this time the legs are going to stay on the mat, press the tops of the feet down. We'll just squeeze the ball squeeze inward. What I'm trying to say. Arms out to a T. For this one, inhale, chest, arms, lift. Now let's lift the legs at this point. And squeeze. Let's pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 4, 3, 2, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring everything down. Our back body's very happy, or will be when we're done. Okay. This time, arms by your sides, palms facing up. Tops of the feet pressing down. Inhale, chest, lifts, arms reach back. This time, let's pulse the arms. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again. Hold it here. Lock the thumbs if you can. Lift the chest. Reach the toes back. Gaze is down at the mat.
Feet up.
No. Nope. And bring it down. Let's put the hands under the shoulders and press back into a child's pose. Remove the ball. And take a breath. Ooh, yeah. Working hard, you guys. So Leslie, it's 9.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have.
Yeah, this would probably be a good break. We're gonna do some planks, but this would be a good
Oh,
point.
I'm so sorry I missed them.
I know. Well, you'll do some at home.
Yeah, that's what.
All right, here's your homework. So I'm gonna demo, and you're gonna, as you're putting away, you're gonna see the homework.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, so we start, of course, we start in all fours, Veronique, and people at home. I'll come this way. Okay. So we're gonna come down to the forearms, make fists. We step the right foot back and the left foot back. Make sure we're not hiking. So the way we know that is we want the hips to be open. We don't want any bend in the hip joint. And we don't want to be sagging either. Nice, Veronique, you look good. So we're squeezing the glutes. Now, one more thing to try, Veronique, is dome up through the back. So widen through the shoulder blades and just dome the upper back just a little bit. It will give you a stronger foundation. So here's the move, Leslie.
All right.
We tap both knees down, up, lift the right, down. Tap them both, and lift the left, and down. We tap, and lift,
Leslie, would you want to leave 8? Maybe.
and lift,
Maybe you could pass to me at 8 instead
Tap.
of 15?
and lift, tap, and lift. And we bring them down, bring the hips down, and rest. Yeah, does 8 o'clock work better?
Oh, for me too.
If it does, we can shift it.
8. If I just have
If
to
you don't
be-
mind and the club is fine,
Yeah,
Let's explore that.
Okay.
Okay, when we're
that's
done.
fine.
People at home were exploring maybe starting at 8, is what we were just talking about, which is fine with me.
Go to what, 8:45, right? 8:45?
Um,
it's an hour, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's like 50. It usually goes,
Oh, okay.
it's
Yeah,
anywhere
so
between
we'd be done by 9.
45 and 55, yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do another set of planks. Let's see, I know I had something else on deck here, let's see. I had at least one other one. Oh, taps, yeah, taps in and out. So we'll come back here, tuck the toes again. So first we lift the hips, and this is the modified plank, which is a terrific plank as long as you keep the hips open, or you can lift those knees into the full expression of the forearm plank. We tap out and in, left goes out, and in, right goes out, and in. So Leslie, you can do this one too. And in. Bye, dear. And in, out, and in, out, and in. Last one here. Out, and in. Knees come down, hips come down. Take a breath. Okay, we're going to move into a high plank now and do a couple of high planks. So let's start in the all fours again, making sure we get our position nice and correct. So the wrists are right under the shoulders. So the weight in the hands is going to be on the index finger and the thumb. So try to keep the weight there versus on the pinkies. Step the right foot back, the left foot back. We're in a plank. Again, not sagging, beautiful, good plank. Lift the right leg off the mat. Now from here, Veronique, the right knee comes into the right elbow. Tap. Yep, right. Yep, right. And then it goes to the left, we cross. We come back to the right, and we replace. We'll do the other side. We lift first, left to left, cross over for the oblique, back to left, reach it out. Now if this is too much, knees are down. I lift the right to right, I cross over, I come back, I lift the left to left, I cross, I come back, reach it out, and in. Let's do one more each side. Here we go. Right, and cross, and right, and down. Left, in, and cross, and in, reach, down, knees down. Child's pose.
She missed the fun part.
She did. So reach fingertips long, separate the knees wider than the hips. let those hips press back as the fingertips reach forward. Maybe the forehead touches the mat. Hips come down to the heels. Take a breath. Lots of good work today.
I like it with the pull-off, it changes it.
It does. It changes everything. It really does. It's amazing. Let's do this. Let's come on back up and turn over onto our back. I want to do a stretch. I want to do the figure 4 stretch because we did a lot of back, body, glute, hamstring stuff. So we'll lie down. Knees bent, feet flat, right ankle over left knee. For starters, just press that right knee away from you towards what's in front of you. And as you press that knee away from you, lift the left knee off the mat. You can hold the back of the left thigh, continuing to press that right knee back as the left knee comes forward. Try to relax the shoulders and the neck. And maybe sway a little side to side. Find that tightness in the back of the hip. And just relax it. Maybe a little stir. 2 more breaths here. And then place that foot down. Let's do the other side. Let's put the left ankle over right knee first. Press that knee away from the nose. And take 2 breaths. And then lift that knee off, hands behind the thigh. Continuing to press that left knee away as the right knee comes forward. Maybe shift, slopes, move side to side. Maybe stir the leg. And we bring that knee down. Knees are still bent, feet flat. Let's straighten the right leg. Let's bring the arms out to a T. Bring the left knee into the chest. And then bring it all the way over across the mat. Look over the opposite shoulder. And take 3 breaths here. And then let's come back up through center. Bring the other knee in, straighten the left, and we tilt all the way over to the left side, see if you can keep the right shoulder on the mat and look over the right shoulder. And just breathe and let that knee gently come down to the mat. And then we'll bring them back up. And let's bring them both into the chest. Give them 1 more stir in both directions. We'll put the hands under the thighs. We'll rock it up to sitting. And then let's just press up into a squat position. Let's try this. This is a really good position. See if you can bring your legs wide and squat down. Bring those hips right in between. Sit up tall, prayer hands, and push the elbows into the knees. I'm told this is good for digestion. It's a wonderful stretch for the back, for the hips. let's put the hands down on the mat. The feet come into parallel, hips come up. I'm gonna bring my feet all the way into hip width and hang over like a rag doll. Opposite arm to elbow, and just sway from one side to the other. And let's bend the knees more, as much as we need to put the palms of the hands on the mat on the inhale. On the exhale, straighten for the hamstring stretch. Inhale and bend. Exhale to straighten. Inhale and bend. And this time, exhale, we round it up. Arms are heavy. Head is heavy. Stacking the spine. Until the head floats up at the very last minute. And we'll do 3 breaths together and we will be all done. Thank you. So we've got our heels together, Pilates stance, toes apart. Let's take a nice big inhale. Palms together, and then we reach out of the waist, baby back bend, press hips forward. Exhale all that air out. We'll do another one like that. Inhale up. Reach it back. Exhale. And one more, and this time hands to heart center on the exhale. First reach up and out. And we exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you. Happy Thursday. Right? A short week.